finished everything. I don't even know what in the world that was that actually like fly across me just now. Had to be a bug. Back with the Big 6 setup. Um, like that. My sockets right here. Oh, so I'm gonna set my sockets up. Oh boy. When I said late night, it is late night. But I vibe with y'all so much, man, to the point where I vow when I come back, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was gonna do it for y'all, so that's exactly what I'm doing for right now. I'm doing for y'all right now, man. I promise you. And everything. So I got winners for 14, rest on 15. Took the liberty of actually like going to Walmart and some toffee, of course. But I got some washers. Actually like go off into spots where I needed them to go. I'm actually like looking. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bust a pack of these washers right here open. I'm just gonna start on one side. Get this thing right here set up. I don't know what this is gonna take, but let's see. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6. Right there. I'm gonna try to run the 6 through. See what that's gonna put me. I really want to be like way not too far out, but I don't want to be touching. I don't want to be touching my flywheel at all. I want to be able to actually like reach into there, and that's where that right there comes in at. See what I'm doing now? I'm actually adjusting my bolts, tightening my bolts right here up. I can actually like get into that. So 6 on that side, so I'm gonna go 6 on the other side as well. 2, 4, 6. 6 on the other side. 6 on the other side, 7 because I got 1 on the back. And I'm gonna show you this right here when I get just a little bit closer. 2, 4, 6 right here. 6 right there. Alright, so now what I'm doing on this side right here is I'm pulling. Stand back. I already see what it's gonna give me. What I need on that side, what I need on that side. Even at the top. Let's see what I got left. So that's why I bought more than one pack. That being said, I'll bust that second pack open. The same thing on the top. Same thing on the top right there. The bottom gonna kind of tell you how much washers you can really like get onto top. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do 2, 4, 5, 6, try to get 6 in there. Can't get 6 in there, then that means 6 ain't meant to go. And I know y'all used to me like showing y'all everything up close. What I'm gonna show y'all like after the fact. The process, man. Trust the process. You really want to get something done, and this is what I've been telling people like for the longest, like for the people who watch me like feel relentless and everything, and want to know like how I keep pushing and going in the direction that I'm going in with right now. See, you just never let up. So with that being said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I say you never let up, like I really do mean like you never let up. You never let anything break, bend, or fold you. So we're going 6 on the other side as well. Now 14, we're gonna start making this thing right here a whole lot easier. So, one thing about when you start snug up these bolts and stuff, you want everything to stay in place. So that being said, I will say this much is true. Like, whenever you start lining these bolts up and putting your engine on the end stand, if you got spaces like on the rest of my engines, I ain't even gonna lie. My stands that's inside of my shed, I built spaces for those engines. But with that being said, like, I didn't build spaces to go on this engine right here. This is just like a spur of the moment thing to where like I'm just like at my wits and just wanna go ahead and get the Big 6 project started. So you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna find your own limitations on everything that you do. It is one of my limitations. Like I vow to not let Big 6 project, you know what I'm saying, like hold me down. So with that being said, like what I do, I go back, I'ma loosen everything up. So I can actually like get the engine placed on the stand the way I want it to be placed on the stand. Perfectly balanced. And like, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go all the way out on my 2 bottoms. And I'm gonna pull in on the stand bolt right here. And I'll show y'all this. I'm pointing at these 2 at the bottom right here. But I'm pulling on my 2 stand bolts right here. So now what I'm gonna do is, while I'm also doing that, I know that my flywheel bolts, all this stuff right here, when it's time to bust all that right down, like that's gonna be in place. Alright, now this is basically where I'm showing you how to set it up. So all this stuff right here, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to configure everything on this block. But with that being said, one of the biggest things that you want to do is I'm going to lock or tighten everything down right here first, or snug everything up, I would say. snug everything up. Everything ain't gonna snug up perfectly. So now what you're gonna do is all of your bolts that you got in the block, back them out. Make sure y'all got all your spaces, all 6 of them. And I'm working at night. It's gonna make a little tedious on me, but that's neither here nor there. I'm doing all this right here for y'all because I've been away from the game so long. And I work a 9 to 5 now, so I don't have a chance to actually like get out here and do this during the daytime, and during the broad day. If I'd had these spaces right here earlier, I would actually like take the liberty of actually like showing y'all this right here just a little bit earlier. But I didn't have the washers, the spaces in there. So now that I got the actual washers, and I'm breaking stuff down, what I'm gonna do, set everything to the side right here. Everything to the side right here. I know what goes where. Now, my next objective is to go ahead and take this flywheel right here off. I got to get this off right here because with the flywheel being on, ain't no use to even breaking the engine down. And I should have did that way before everything else, but like I said, man, just moving fast and wanting to get stuff done. If you could get you a bag, with a Ziploc bag or whatever the case may be, that way you can label your actual bolts. Or if you don't want to label them, get them out, and I'll show you exactly what you do with them. Man, shout out to Harbor Freight, Bauer Tools, still working good. Matter of fact, this is a new one. This is actually a 1/2 inch. I got a 12 volt, 5 AH battery on it. You know what I'm saying? Got the modes on it. You can see right here. Got the modes on it. Or maybe you can't see, but I got the modes on it. I think I did a review on this right here a while back. So you got 6 spare housing bolts. Drop them right there right quick. What I'm gonna do is flex the spare housing. See if I can get it off. If you can't get it off, then you just gotta resort to pressure. So, with that being said, alright, so basically what I'm doing is I'm actually like inside of my toolbox right now. My pulleys, pullers, all that stuff, rehorn tools, all that stuff. Oil tools, all that inside here. But that's what we get over there. This right here, harmonic balance puller. I don't know if y'all got a tractor supply in your area, but I got my big claws, small claws. What I do is I stick those off to the side. And basically, I'm gonna tell you what I was actually doing. I was actually like looking for my hammer so I can actually like get the flywheel fly off of here. Be honest with you, but sometimes you just gotta work with what it is you got. Flex that flywheel. Work with it till you get it on. I know for a fact this one been on here for a while. I can tell. Y'all looking at it, so I'm gonna get some WD or some PV blast, spray it on it. I keep everything on hand. Is like the worst part of actually like being a mobile mechanic and also a individual at the same time. Being a mobile mechanic and an individual at the same time, like put you in a situation where you got tools on top of tools, and it's like you gotta dig into your toolbox. Actually, like, dig out everything that you need to get to. What's the pry bar? Whatever the case may be. You know, so. Right there. all works. I'll show y'all that it's all working. Flywheel on. I know what side go what because of my sticker right here. So we got the flywheel on. We're gonna use, or basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna inspect this 6.0 flywheel. It don't look like it was having any problems. So basically, what we can do is we can actually go back with the same flywheel. So that's neither here nor there. We're gonna take this right here, sit this off to the side. Now we actually ready to go back with our engine stand mounts back on the back of the block to get everything set up. We're gonna have to break everything down anyway. So while we're doing this, any bolts that you want to actually eliminate that you know you're not gonna be able to get to, just go ahead and eliminate them now and get them out. If I could, I would actually tell you to go ahead and get rid of these right here. As far as your back bolts for your plate. So that's going to be a, if I'm not mistaken, that's like a 12. Being that I'm breaking this whole engine down, I will go ahead and tell you now. We'll go ahead and check out. It might not be a 12, it might be a 10. So 10 right there. Y'all probably saying, man, how you keep up with everything that you take it off? Once you do this, the amount of times that I've done it, you can keep up with everything that you take out of here. So what I'm doing is I'm actually taking the rear cover off, or rear cover bolts out. Still not gonna come out yet because you got two long bolts that actually come up through the oil pan that's on the bottom down here. So this ain't gonna come out yet anyway. So, but I actually got my cover bolts right here in my hand. What I'm gonna do, I sit those off to the side. Right there. That's a big part of your objective though, because of the simple fact that whenever you do start disassembling this engine or whatever the case may be, this cover has to come off. Reason being is because when I rebuild my engines, man, what I like to do is I like to go and I like to replace every seal in them. Rear main seal, front seals, oil pan gasket, head gasket, you know what I'm saying, intake gaskets, exhaust gasket, whole 9 yards. The reason I like doing that is just to reassure myself that, you know what I'm saying, I got everything on point. You see right here where I still got my starter bolt still in there or whatever. That's here and over there. So basically what we do, I'm gonna put this battery back on, set this off to the side. We're gonna go ahead and get our mount on there. And the most important thing for me right now is to get this engine sitting on the stand so I can actually get some work in. Yeah. Super tongue tied. Right now. Drop it. Wash it all. That's why it's good to. That right there is why it's good to actually make space and go. Start dropping washes. If you can make use of spaces, go ahead and make use of spaces. It'll make it a whole lot easier. You can take your washers. The washers can tell you, you know what I'm saying, how you need to make your spaces. Here, same thing on both sides. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna show this to you after the fact. I'm actually bolting this let's block up. I just want to start some threads in it. Once I get the threads started, basically go from there. Now, crazy part about this right here is getting that bottom part in there so you can actually get that cover off when you want to get that cover off. So, might go with some more spacing than that. Sure. But let me see if I got some more washers. More washers there. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add more washers in. And I'm only doing this for the purpose of wanting to be able to pull my back cover off once I start putting everything, you know what I'm saying, taking everything apart, putting everything back together. So we have 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, and then we have 4 there. Alright, so we took this bolt out. Never put this bolt in. Basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna add 4 onto this. Keep washing this down for a minute. Track 1. That washer goes on the back. 2, 4, 6. Right there. Alright, so 2, 4, 6. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing on the other side. I know y'all probably thinking to yourself like, man, look at here. This right here just a waste of time watching this live right here. I mean, if y'all want to think it's a waste of time, then so be it. But to be honest with you, like, this right here gonna save y'all time in the long run. Be real with you, it's gonna save y'all time in the long run, because what's gonna happen is everything that I'm doing now is setting y'all up so where whenever y'all build y'all engines, y'all don't actually have to like sit there and y'all don't have to sit there and like just go back and forth with your engine, you see? Like taking when you need to take the cover off at the back or whatever the case may be, it's gonna save you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 1 on the back. did was I put 8 on this one. The bottom has more space than the top. Reason being is because the bottom is actually going to push out a little more than the top. So now, with that being said, with on top, I can see now it's only going to hold the 6. It's okay though. Basically, all we want to do is actually like get that right there mounted up properly. If we need to loosen this up, you know what I'm saying, get to the get this right here off. We can actually go ahead and take it off now, or we can take it off later. I mean, there's no here nor there when you actually like doing all this. But like I said, man, you can actually like get it off now, put some space off in there, and it'll be great. So I'm gonna jump to this other side over here. I already got 4 in. That bolt right there seems to be a little bit longer. So with that being said, obviously one of these bolts is shorter than the rest of them. So we're gonna add, we got 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see if we can fit 9 in this one right here. We can fit 9 in this one right here. That means one of our bolts is actually shorter than the rest of them. Alright, so like I said, one of the bolts obviously shorter than the rest of them. So it's got to be this bolt, which is I want to say that's like a 5 or 14. But as long as we get the bottom bolts, you know what I'm saying, nice and snug, and go ahead, space goes out properly. Get that lined up. If you need it, this is what I'm going to do. 15. My bad. I'm going to socket on here. Socket on there. There you go. Tighten those down. Get those in there. Alright, so that's in the block right there. So now if I wanted to, I could actually tighten this motor stand, these motor stand bolts back up and readjust these right here. But I think that's almost as level as I can get it. Now I will say this much right here. Maybe I can back this 14 out. Let's see if we got any play. Pull this right here out. So we don't have any play. There's really no use to actually backing this out. Or is there? Alright, so we're gonna see. We're gonna back it out and Remember I told you it was one bolt that was different. So to back it out, we're just gonna add one. And then we add the one in now. Sit that there. What we gonna do? We're gonna get this mount back up. Run that bolt all the way through. And it's gonna make you work to actually get that bolt back lined up and in sync with the block. You can see right there, I got it lined up in sync with the block right there. So while I got that done, socket off that socket there, and let's get it. Alright, so we ain't got too much thread in that. We ain't got enough thread in that, to be honest with you. I know we can have to find another bolt for that. If you want to go in, but it's barely grab. What are we gonna do? Now. Nice and tight there. Yeah, shout out to Power Tools, Harbor Freight. Alright, so we nice and tight there. Basically all we got left now is just to tighten these main bolts up on the stand itself. So that way we ain't got to worry about doing too much swiveling, back and forth, all this other stuff. And then we can just basically go from there. So what I'm going to do might be a bit too big to even get in there. I don't know, we're going to see though. I got to adjust it. Then I'm going to sit here, open this right here up, lock down on there, put that there. Come over here. See which one of these sockets I can fit on there. That's 21. I'll put my 21 on back. That's 21. Got that right there. Nice and small. Open this up. Alright, so got that right there. And it's moving like it's a 20. That's the thing about it, like it's moving like it's a 20 or a 19, but it's actually a 19. I was wrong. It was 19. So now we gotta go back. I said it was a 21, it was a 19. Alright, so here we go. 19. Here we go. 19. Duh. 19s in there. Basically, the last thing we're gonna do, get this thing on the engine hoist, lift it up, get it out of here. Before we do that, one of the things that I love to do, make sure I put my tools back where they come from. So, 22. 17, 18, put all that back in the toolbox. 21, right here. 19 still in my hand right there. So we got this. Go ahead and get that off. I'll put that back in the head. Right there. So that's out of there. We got one bolt that's still left into the engine block. That's no problem. That ain't harming nothing. Next thing you want to do is just make sure you ain't got nothing else in the way of your actual stand. I purposely cut these off the way I cut them off, man. And like I said, I'm gonna pick the camera up in a few minutes. I'm gonna show you like what's what. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pick the camera up, man. I'll show you what's what. Alright, so basically you can see how I got my stand in there. That's the space that I was telling y'all about, man. When it comes to taking your cover and stuff off. See if I can get this thing to focus. So that's the space that I was telling y'all about when it comes to taking your cover and stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some space in there. You can go with longer bolts, but you're gonna have to go with longer washers as well. I ain't too concerned with that back cover right now. You know, when it's all said and done, I can actually like pick it up with the stand and go ahead and get that back cover on there, or whatever the case may be. I'm more concerned with actually like getting the motor, you know what I'm saying, breakdown, whole 9 yards. Once I get the motor broken down, I can go ahead and start the whole process of rebuilding and everything. So that's pretty much where I'm at. My whole thing was actually like get it bolted up, get it on the stand. That's pretty much that right there. So we got a whole lot more to go. I know I done took like 43 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, like, I could have did this a whole lot faster if I wasn't like sitting here on video trying to record everything or whatever. But it's somebody out there that ain't never touched the LS engine in their life. They ain't never touched the LS engine in their life. So with that being said, like, I wanted to actually like show them, you know what I'm saying, like tick for tack on, you know what I'm saying, like bolting up the LS engine so where you got a nice structure, where you got some support. What I have is I still have the exhaust on here. So basically what I did was I took I took one seat belt. Usually I take 2 seat belts and I tie it around. This is my whole method from the pick and pull. I take 1 seat belt, tie it around, put it on that right there, pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Voila. That's neither here nor there. So now my whole thing now is actually like getting the engine off the back of the truck and getting it on the stand, which I have to actually get the hoist over here to actually lift the engine back up once again and then get it on the stand right here. I can go ahead and I can basically bolt my stand up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually turn this whole board around right here, get the stand perfectly on that right there, and then I'll back the truck up where I can actually get it. Pull the hoist, push the hoist under it sideways, you know what I'm saying, as much as I can get it in, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to slide the board so where I can get it aligned and everything else, and then I go from there. So, that's here no there, man. Like I say, big LS for the Camaro. Going back in, man, just showing y'all how to set up y'all basic stands or whatever the case may be for y'all LS builders, you know what I'm saying, do-it-yourselfers or whatever the case. You know, I know a lot of y'all might say, well, hey, man, this video right here, man, I don't even know why y'all showing this. Hey, look at me. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's each one teach one. It's somebody out there who ain't never built a LS engine in their life. It's somebody out there who ain't never put an engine on a stand. So this is the thing. Your small block old school engines do not have this plate. So with that being said, like all this is because of this back cover on the LS. All this is because of this back cover on the LS that I'm doing all this work to show my LS builders that if y'all want to do it right and y'all don't want to take the engine up the stand, if y'all ain't got the proper equipment, y'all renting equipment and everything, man. If y'all want to put it on the stand and build it on the stand properly, then y'all need to have the proper space. Now, in my case, I own all my stands. You know what I'm saying? I own my own hoist, whole 9 yards. But everybody don't have that, so I'm just being like 100 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it 100 with y'all on the whole build thing, man. And like I said, I know we had 47 minutes on the video or whatever the case may be, man. I know I'm going to probably get a whole lot of backlash in the comments, whole 9 yards, man. But I'm taking it back to the basics and showing y'all how to actually, like, do it right. If y'all want to build it right, man, you know what I'm saying, and keep it on the stand and make sure y'all get everything tick for tack, then this is how it is. You feel me? When y'all pulling at the pick and pull, if y'all ain't got no chains and y'all ain't got the actual like engine lift, where is it at? I don't even know where I put it. But y'all ain't got the engine lift, you feel me? Like I got right here. If y'all ain't got one of these right here, to where y'all pulling out with one of these right here, you know what I'm saying? Because this right here, this tool right here will allow you to adjust the engine however you want the engine to go. So if you need to tilt the engine, it's going to allow you to tilt the engine. If you need to straighten the engine up, it's going to allow you to straighten the engine up. But not everybody has that. So this is my thing. This is why I'm going back to the basics, man. This is why I'm starting back from scratch and actually, like, you know what I'm saying, just doing everything 100 just to keep, you know what I'm saying, the people who really want to learn, you know what I'm saying, and get it right. I'm just, hey, you can't get from 1 to 3 without 2. I'm gonna put it to you like that. You cannot get from 1 to 3 without 2. So, all right, you got the engine, that's 1. You're trying to put it on the stand, that's 3. But then you gotta also learn number 2. If you ain't got the proper spacement and everything on this right here, man, you ain't gonna be able to get this cover right here off. I'm not concerned with getting this cover off right now, but I'm just showing y'all because the spacement that I got in here, like at any given time, because I own my actual tools and everything, I can actually lift this engine back up, reposition this whole stand, whole 9 yards, put longer bolts, whatever the case may be, and get it done. So with that being said, man, like I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing what I gotta do on this right here, get it on the stand. I'm gonna go in the house, I'm gonna get me some rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be blessed. Be great, you feel me? So with that being said, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that share button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man, and just lock in, man. If y'all want to be an LS builder, man, look at here. I'm going to show y'all, man, tick from tack. I know a whole lot of the videos that I do drop for y'all LS builders who've been out there building, for the ones who already done did it. I know y'all probably going to say, man, look at here. That video right there was irrelevant. But it ain't relevant to everybody. It's just relevant to y'all because y'all been building. You feel me? Y'all had to learn it from someplace. When y'all first built y'all first LS, because I know I did, y'all didn't know that y'all had to have that much space between y'all engine stand just to get that cover off there because of the crank. Now, I will say this. You can unbolt the pan, a whole 9 yards, break the crank free if you flip it over and you got everything broken down. You can pull that cover off there. But later on, when it's time for you to put that cover back on there, or whatever the case may be, and you don't have to pull your engine off the stand, then what do you do? That's my question, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Big Rich Everything 100. Signing out, man. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, man. Let's keep it moving, man. Hey, yeah. Let's get to it then.